Happy Sunday to you. Happy New Year again for those who have not been able to see or reach out to this year 2026. The year is running fast. Today is already the 18th of January 2026. What a year. Filled already with testimonies. How have you been? How was your week? How are you planning? The family and all that concerns your life. How has it been? Very soon, we're going to be doing a webinar where we like-minded people will come together, put our heads together, our mindset. We want to be able to reach out to reach out to each other, and be able to feel what what each of us have in our hearts. What are we able to, like it is said today, bring to the table, but bring to the table pertaining to families, pertaining to issues that concerns our lives. Very soon, I'm going to get back to you on that. This is Dr. Angela on family issues. Again, I am glad to be here. Today, I want us to look at something that has permeated all our lives. The day-to-day living of every one of us, and that is the blame game. The blame game. uh, Human beings are quick to blame the other person. You are quick to blame your father. You are quick to blame the kind of home you came out from, the country you came out from, the circumstances that surround your life, surrounds your growth. Yes, we are quick. We really are quick to blame each other. But have you asked yourself? Yes, at the beginning, you don't know, you are not a custodian of how you came out or where you came out from. You cannot choose the family you came out from. You cannot choose the source of your life. You cannot choose the pathway that you came into this world through. You cannot choose that. I know that. But again, since you cannot choose that, you cannot determine to say, okay, I want to come from so country, I want to come from so family, I want to come from this particular specific pathway. But after the stage of the blame game, blaming the next person, have you ever taken time to sit back and ask yourself, okay, at what point do I begin to take responsibility for my actions? At what point do I begin to say no, no, no? Yes, maybe I came from a poor home, I came from a less privileged home, but as time went on, I'm able to build myself. I'm able to utilize whatever I see in my atmosphere to be able to help myself grow. At what point? I think it's something we really have to look at. You do not determine your source, but you can aspire to look like your decisions. You can aspire to look at your a life without excuses. You can aspire to get to the stage where you look at your life and you say, no, yes, it came in this way, but I take responsibility of my growth, of my development. We talk about developmental stages of a human being, but what of the developmental stages of your life, of your growth level? How do you take it? Do you take responsibility? Do you see yourself and say, okay, yes, I unfortunately, this is where I found myself. Maybe I went to a particular kind of school that the reviews say it's negative. But because that is the only way that's the only kind of place, school you found yourself, you are able to say, okay, yes, I have found myself here. Well, how can I make the best use of this situation that I have found myself? Okay, I'm married to a particular kind of woman. I didn't see it this way when we are cutting. I didn't see all these traits in this man or this woman. Okay, or I didn't, when we are cutting, there was no courtship. Somebody just introduced us and we got married. And so, that's the question. And so someone introduced you, and so, oh, I didn't know that he's a very harsh person, or she's a very her behavior is bad. And so, why don't you use it to the best of your ability? Why don't you use it to be able to channel your life the pathway that you want it to go to? Why don't you run away from excuses? We are, as human beings, so many of us are too fond of making excuses. We are too fond of it is not my fault, it's that person's fault. Of course, I mean, I am not surprised. It came from the Bible. Even when during the story of Adam and Eve, when Adam disobeyed God, and God said, "Why did you do that? After I gave you instructions." And he says, "It is not me, it is the wife you gave to me." So it has always been like that from the beginning of the world. But I'm saying that for you and for myself, we can aspire, we can ascribe to as it were, shift away from the excuses and begin to take responsibility. We can begin to take responsibility of our situation. Begin to take responsibility of your desires, your aspirations. Every man has an aspiration. You have had desires. Begin to take responsibility of it. Begin to tell yourself, no, I don't want to blame anybody. I don't want to blame my parents. I don't want to blame my circumstances. I want to live my life. I want to look like my plans. I want to look like what I want for my future. I want to look like where I am going to. I don't want to look like the trauma I had in the past. I want to look like the bright future I want in the future. What are your plans for this year, 2026? Are you intentional about taking responsibility? Are you intentional about saying, okay, yes, life happens, it has happened, but how do we move forward? Like I tell people, I believe in moving forward. Let's move forward and leave all this blame game. We are too quick to blame each other. It's not our trauma, but our choices. Yes, you might have had trauma earlier on in life, in your earlier part of your marriage, or in your life as you are growing up. But you don't dwell in your trauma. What do? You push forward in your choices. What choices do you make? What kind of choices do you make? In your marriage, as a woman, as a man, what kind of choices do you make? Are the choices going to make or mar you? What kind of choices do we make in our children's lives? I want to stop here. I want us to go think about it. And by the grace of God, when we come back again next time when we meet, we are going to go have a part 2 on this. I am particular about us sitting down and asking ourselves, what is our choices like? What are those things we are planning on? Please share my video. Tell other people about it. Yes, talk to people about it. People are hurting, like I always say, but God is on the throne. May the Lord make this week to be a purpose-driven, inspiring week. In Jesus' name. Have a beautiful week. God bless.